What's up, crypto legends? You seeing these headlines? Tariff turmoil, SEC silence sinks XRP BTC at sub-$80K. Don't panic. This is just the setup for something huge. Welcome back to Gold Rush Crypto Daily, the only place for the most explosive, the most unfiltered, and the most absolutely bullish crypto news on the planet. Today we're tackling XRP and Bitcoin, and let me tell you, even with a little bit of noise, the rocket boosters are still firing. If you're ready to see the positive side of things and get hyped for what's coming, then smash that subscribe button right now. Hit that notification bell like a freaking rocket launch, and let's get this crypto to the moon. Woo! Alright, let's talk XRP. So we've got this news about tariff turmoil and the SEC being silent, and yeah, XRP took a bit of a dip. But listen to this. The article mentions a closed SEC meeting on Thursday, April 10th. This is huge. The SEC hasn't officially withdrawn their appeal against the programmatic sales ruling, even though Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse said they would. But this meeting? This is their chance. SEC silence? Maybe they're just dotting their I's and crossing their T's before they announce the inevitable win for Ripple. That 2-1 Republican majority on the SEC favoring an end to these non-fraudulent cases? That's a huge sign. The article even points out that the SEC was super quick to dismiss the Coinbase case. Their silence on Ripple might seem concerning, but maybe they're just building up the suspense before they drop the bombshell. And get this, an appeal withdrawal could pave the way for a US XRP spot ETF. Boom! That would bring in huge institutional demand. This is the catalyst we've been waiting for. XRP spot ETF, that's like printing money. The institutions are gonna FOMO and hard once that gets approved. This is incredible news disguised as uncertainty. Now, about these tariffs? Yeah, Trump's 10% baseline tariffs are in effect, and there's talk of a global trade war. Could this send risk assets into the red? Maybe in the short term. But think about it. In times of economic uncertainty, where do people look for a safe haven? Decentralized assets like XRP and Bitcoin. This tariff situation could actually be a boost for crypto in the long run. Tariffs causing market turbulence? That just makes the case for decentralized, borderless crypto even stronger. XRP to the rescue. The article mentions XRP has tumbled 39% since January 31st, pointing to the SEC silence, XRP being excluded as a strategic reserve asset, which, let's be real, was probably just temporary FUD, and these tariffs. But look at the flip side. The article itself says that an appeal withdrawal, a resolution of Ripple's cross-appeal, or even a settlement could send XRP towards its record high of $3. 5,505. That's more than a double from where it is now. Record high incoming. All these little dips are just opportunities to load up before the rocket launch. $3.55? We're going way past that. And what about the XRP spot ETF prospects? Regulatory approval? That's institutional money flooding in. Delays? Just a little bit more time to accumulate before the inevitable surge. And yeah, they mention macroeconomic risks pushing XRP down, but they also say that easing headwinds could drive a rebound towards $3. The trend is our friend, and the trend for XRP is looking bullish. $3 is just the pit stop on the way to the moon. XRP is a sleeping giant, and it's about to wake up. Now let's talk about our king, Bitcoin. They're saying it dipped under $80,000 for the first time since mid-March. So what? The article itself says that on Friday, Bitcoiners were celebrating because BTC finally started acting like a safe haven and a hedge against extreme volatility, bucking the trend of a tanking equities market. Digital gold doing its thing, Bitcoin showing its strength as a safe haven, that's what we like to see. A little dip after that kind of performance is just healthy consolidation before the next leg up. They mention a bearish scenario for Bitcoin with escalating trade tensions and all that, potentially dragging it towards $70,000. But look at the bullish scenario. Softer US inflation data, a dovish Fed, tariff de-escalation, bipartisan crypto support, and sustained ETF inflows could lift BTC towards $109,312, over $100,000 Bitcoin. This is the future we're talking about. $109,000 Bitcoin, that's the kind of hopium we love. And with all the positive catalysts lining up, it's not just hopium, it's a real possibility. Alright, I'm assuming that the audience wants to know what are the key. So what? The key, so what is this? Don't let the negative headlines about XRP and Bitcoin scare you. There are huge potential catalysts on the horizon for XRP with the SEC meeting, and the possibility of an XRP spot ETF. And even with some market turbulence, Bitcoin is showing its strength as digital gold with the potential to reach massive new highs. This is not the time to panic. This is the time to be patient, to stay informed, and to remember why you got into crypto in the first place. The future is bright for both XRP and Bitcoin. The bull run is coming. That is all the absolutely explosive and potentially life-changing crypto news from Gold Rush Crypto Daily for now. Stay bullish on XRP, stay bullish on Bitcoin, stay bullish on the entire crypto market, and peace out. Disclaimer. This is not financial advice, but seriously, get ready for some serious green candles.